Hello dear friends, dear yogis, I'm Lisa Grail, welcome to my channel. And in this short message, I want to just share my thoughts regarding the difference between will and willpower. All my life I was a hard-working person because of the hard circumstances of life, and I was thinking that I need to work harder, and it was imprinted in me so deeply. I only overstrained myself all the time. And sure, I can be grateful because if not my willpower, my discipline, I would never even move myself out of lifestyle I was living, tempted by circumstances and parties and stuff. And now I'm realizing that I could make differently. I could not use so much physical effort and psychological attention while applying some new habits, changing my lifestyle more naturally, more gradually, more mildly, and with more joy. And I know that the only difference between will and willpower is that willpower is going together with a little bit self-punishment and even self-hatred, like inner Hitler in you screams at you like lazy, go, do this, do that, you have to, you must, it's good for you, you know that, do, it's more like males version of how it should be. Probably for men it's cool, but for women, our hormonal system is not designed for that. I know that the easiest way for everyone to change whatever lifestyle you want is just a will. Will is more like a decision. For instance, I'm eating heavy meal, pizza, and I feel bad after that, groggy. And then my will, my choice tells me, no, I better skip this meal, or I better go for a walk and dive into present moment. Instead of eating, I will do breathwork, whatever. Or I will dance, shake, or do Kundaliniyoga instead. Yes, I don't want to eat, right? But I'm telling myself, no, Lisa, just give yourself a chance. I'm kind of tricking my mind and telling, no, you need to do this right now. And then you will see. And then you will eat whatever, do whatever, appreciate yourself. And miraculously, I feel so good about myself and in my body that I gradually choose only better things for my body and my well-being. Together with such approach, I'm getting rid of any unnecessary conversations or people, and my will, my choice, choosing me all the time. I'm like a careful parent to my child, whatever, to my body, to my avatar, first of all, because I will never harm myself if I have this realization. So for me, it was joyful, for instance, smoking. It was the hardest habit of my life. I even still, by this time, I'm enjoying the smell of smoke. Any incense, even people who are smoking are not irritating me. I'm enjoying smoke. But I realized that it doesn't feel good at some point. So after like 3 months of one more cycle of smoking, because I was giving up smoking again, I realized that yes, I'm consciously smoking now, but I'm very conscious of sensations happening to my body simultaneously with this process. And then I finally choose to substitute with breath work, for instance. Now it comes to any food I eat. At my stage, I developed this will of choice for myself, for what is better for Lisa, for my avatar, for my prosperity, for my calm state of mind, that I reduced all irritations, reduced all toxic people, and carefully moved to the space where nothing bothers me, where I don't feel any aggression within or outside, and in such happy state, when I'm not triggered, when I'm not overstraining myself, I'm not self-hitlering, I discovered that I don't want to eat. Sure, because I'm already in expanded state of consciousness 100% of time, and I purified all my energy channels through pranayama. This is also integral part of this transition to life without food and consumption. But in general, psyche feels much better when we choose instead of willpower, when we demonstrate the will of our spirit. Willpower is more characteristics of personality, of ego mind, who is suffering, can self-punish, This is what I want to say. Try just daily choose something which is beneficial for you. In any given situation, you ask, what will be beneficial for me? It's a very rational, it's a very logical approach. It's not based on emotions. It's based only on rationalization as a parent. You do this, will be that. Cause effect. So your karma shifts to very high vibrational karma, if you like, and gives you only more pleasure and more freedom. Because it's such a freedom not to be dependent on sleep, on food. When I'm diving into communication with people with ordinary lifestyle, more dependent on food, they have no even idea that they can do without. So first of all, they don't have information, and the body craving already is so rough that they are kind of imprisoned into their own habits. But habits can be changed, and all new lifestyle is just a habit. I'm choosing these algorithms, this, and gradually I find myself in completely different lifestyle. For instance, when I was 25, I could barely walk 5 kilometers. All my body was aching. I was bored. My restless mind was jumping from one thought to another. I was somewhere out. I was not present. I was like, okay, I will walk for what? I'm walking without purpose. It's useless. My mind would very often get bored with anything if there is no pleasure waiting for me. But the trick is that the pleasure comes with a state of high state of consciousness. But no one explained me that I can even experience such like self-induced drug, if you like. And when I reached this state, I realized that I don't care what happens. I even don't care how I look like. The main thing is how I feel like. Because when you are happy, automatically you, for instance, will not be reacting on some people who write in some aggressive comments to you. Yeah, because first of all, you realize that they are talking from the place of pain. They feel pain, you feel compassion to them. You are happy. If you are unhappy, other people's opinions and words can hurt you deeply. But if not, you are not judging yourself, you're just happy. It's such a freedom. It's not only freedom from substances, food, relationships, but freedom of everything. You are free. Do what you want. You can focus your attention on some business for sure, where you have interest only. You know, people sometimes out of their good advices want to advise me to, for instance, start doing crypto or do this or do that. But I don't have a click. I'm very naughty ass that doing only what she wants. Pee, bomb under my table. Boom, push a button. So yeah, you see, choose the will of your spirit to choose another life, to live longer, because life is amazing. If you're in the good, healthy body, you will live forever if you want. If you're suffering, if your body is cluttered, sure, you don't want to live. You don't want to do anything. So if your body suffers, apply for herbal detox. We will cleanse your body in 4 months. You will be a different person. You won't be craving any food you were craving before. So the transition will be much easier. Come on, sorry for this sound. Yeah. And even sounds like this doesn't irritate you because you are very centered, you're focused. And when your body releases toxins, you understand that this food is good for me and this no. And I don't care who is eating anything at the party. Whether they drinking this or that, you don't care. It's not existing in your reality. Around 5 years ago, I dropped alcohol. And since I'm not craving it and my psyche doesn't demand alcohol to relax, I don't care whether people are drinking or not. I don't need. I'm always high. I'm always drunk. Oh my God, I wish I could give my state to everyone, and then people will be so happy. They will be abundant. They will be given, loving more. They will be not afraid to spend their money to invest in themselves. I'm grateful that I applied to all courses of all masters who were knowing something that I don't know, who were giving me some tools which transformed my body, my mind in days, in weeks. It's not necessary to go to India, sitting, listen endlessly and pretending that I'm blissful when I'm not, when I carry the pain inside me. When you're high, all pain disappears. Yes, I remember all that happened to this body, to me, but it doesn't matter. Matters only how you feel, how your body feels. And for this, you need to choose what is good for your body. Because without goodness in your body, you have no goodness around you. It's very simple. But for some reason, people complicate everything. They create new diets. They create new supplements to nourish the body. They are in deficient state of mind, first of all, and in deficiency in their body accordingly, because our consciousness creates even body. For instance, our body weight doesn't depend on food straightly. Some people you see barely eating, they're big. Some people eating a lot, they are super skinny and even not healthy, skinny. You know, I watched a blogger, just like a psychologist, I like to analyze why people do this or that, because I work with people a lot. And for instance, anorexia nervosa, this eating disorder, happens when person has distorted perception of your body shape, reality, and she doesn't understand it. Moreover, she eats a lot. She eats 5 times more than me. If I can eat mango with little bit sunflower seeds a day or once a 2 days, she eats 5 times a day, fruits a lot, very low calories, you know. But she's so skinny, she doesn't see this because it's distortion of the mind. It's like a filter of perception. But when you're high, you feel like you're already eaten. You're already like nourished. They say that you grabbed energy from the space. Your skin breathes. Now I have ocean next to me and I can be nourished out of ocean. But you know, I'm not thinking who is nourishing me, what is nourishing me. I'm not thinking about it. I just perceive myself as a space. And I'm nourished. I'm in the hands of God. Religion. It's true. I'm living in God. God is higher consciousness. I'm the little prototype of higher consciousness. This puppet, this doll, also is created from the basic elements of what is around us. Table, this camera and phone also build of atoms, subatoms, and it's so beautiful that you don't see separation between you and objects. It's kind of within, like inside you. All reality unfolds inside you. Yeah, realize it, feel it. Be very, very cautious with your thoughts. Don't believe in any negativity which your crazy mind supplies. No. You know, it's kind of self-tricking. And you feel like, if these thoughts arrived to my mind, these are my thoughts. No, this is not your thoughts. This is just program. Actually, I don't have any thoughts. I don't know what I will be saying next second. I like to write down scripts in the flow and then translate to English and deliver to you. This is how it happens. It's just like endless flow. I cannot even focus on anything else. I'm existing only within this moment. And I'm trying to be, it happens so that I am included into space all the time where I'm going. Yeah, sometimes I can a little bit, if something happened that I'm distracted, I can be distracted. But generally I'm not. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say. You be present, no matter what. Be in perception. And you will awaken, then stabilize awakening. And the major mistake after initial spiritual awakening, the person starts to catch some ideas of the mind. Ideas about what is correct, what not, what nutrition is correct, what not. Very, very fixated on injustice reality, started to fight with system that enslaved us. It really enslaved us, but it doesn't bother you when you awaken because you are happy. You released from the prison of your mind, first of all. Prison only exists in your mind. Reality will be existing with its characters and suffering people, but they are just imprisoned in their own hologram. We see the same world with all wars and troubles, but at the same time, you have a wisdom to accept it, to understand that each particular puppet here playing towards ascension. Maybe they need more lives, reincarnations to ascend. But you have a chance to wake up in this body and do not change body it again and again, because it's boring. At some moment I realized that all tastes, all food is boring too, because I'm nourished out of what is, out of the Holy Spirit, how they say in ancient scripts. Yeah. I love you.